Welcome to a live broadcast of Sophia's Emporium. My name is Suze Pratt, and we're going to do a little disclosure first as far as this is a educational piece. Copyright Act of 76, I can use this to criticize, research, teach, all sorts of good stuff. And yes, I have a PhD in hair color, and I come to you from the divided state of Missouri. So, what better place to deal with a lawyer and his antics? Now, of course, these people cry. They use these free airwaves and then slander the very people that give them to them. So, Google, I hope you hear this. And I'm one of these people fighting the good fight so we can have a clean internet. So, I hope that's what you want because it's surely what I want. And of course, I have to struggle. I mean, within my own self, and I'm appreciative of the learning process. But how to just let it go with those people, even though they're the closest ones to me that are abusing me and they don't even know it. I'm talking about mental abuse. Nah, I've never been beaten or locked in a closet or raped by a herd of angry whoever's. It's not like that. These are the small things, the things that hold you down no matter where you go, and the perceptions that people say about you. And I know what's going on because I keep up on it, and I'm in the center of it. Part of me wants to be outside, but these fucking ticks piss me off. Alright? Well, I'm doing purposeful work in a couple hours. That's cool too. I can dig that. It's the only thing that got me through my adult life. And now, after I get done with Funny Sonny, let me tell you how good I am. Because you might think something's live, but it's not, and I've already explained that, and I've also told you stories about how they can pop in and out and go live. There's technology 150 years ahead of what the biggest goofballs on regular media are using current time. And here I am in the middle of it trying to explain it to people when I just want to lay on that couch out there. That's neither here nor there. Okay, so I get done with Funny Sonny because, see, his video was going to loop on me and keep saying it was live. And it took me under 10 seconds to know. And it's not because I remember a sequence of words, it's a feeling that arises in me along with the sequence of words. And then I go and check it, and poof, I'm right. Now, it doesn't do me any good telling everybody I'm right because that makes them hate me more. I just don't know what to do. But the reason why we're here is because my nemesis, my favorite satanic atheist, CW's live. And of course, you see, I don't know.
Good morning to you, good morning to you, good morning to you.
I don't know what's going on unless this jackass tells me. Now, if you think I'm serious about that, well, obviously I'm not. But I've got to know what kind of parasites are flying out of his mouth today. And what kind of shit. Hey, wait. I'm sorry. What kind of... Oh, I'm sick of you. But we need to know what you're saying, and more than your little group of, minion. So this goes global, CW. I know you still don't believe that, and I could give a rat's ass. But I'm here to walk you through your day. So I can't expect anybody wants to put up with this, but you guys need to really get how this is. And this is gossip. This isn't gospel truth. This is gossip. And not just girls do it. Big boys do it too. We're sideways. Hi, Will. Doesn't that figure? He's twisted. This is twisted. They think girls just gossip, Mr. Moorhead. Can you believe that bunch of chicken mess? So, he's live, and this is his new news from Conspiracy Land. So I'm gonna try to shut up. I'm gonna try to be quiet. And I'm gonna focus on this. But you know what I figured out, Willie? And I never knew this, because I'm not trying to say I'm naive. I'm really not. But, you know, I haven't been involved with the dark side of life. And so, these guys, no matter what their flavor of sexual persuasion is, that's irrelevant. It really is. And then we're talking about healing the inner child, which is what's noble and needed in this world. Okay, so good morning, Peter Ward. So you put those two things together, okay? And I, I mean, if this is how the hive mind works, and whether it is, you know, your mainstream or your alternative media, see, someone like this that wants to be loved so much in media, he's the same one that wants it shut down because everybody is full of shit. Now, Divine Michael wants to know if CW had a healthy bowel movement this morning. Let me get back to it. A lot of these people are addicted to pain meds, okay? They're also addicted to, or not addicted, I'm sorry. They need to use the meds to control their mental state. Like CW is bipolar, is the tag they give him, but really, I think it's more his own blood type, and he doesn't live for his blood type, and he doesn't eat right, and he doesn't respect life, and you know, things pile up, so I guess you get bipolar when you get fragmented. Now they're saying he's on a roll. This is a guy that's been a hardcore alcoholic and med abuser, and of course, the guy talking shit on people smoking a little weed, while he's smoking more than 16 of us, come to find out. And he just goes clean. I mean, like 80 days ago, and no withdrawal, and talking the same shit. Okay, so anyhow, I didn't know that if you're on the package and then you go through treatment, that it constipates you. So what they were talking about last night was all the different drugs that they use, you know, to bring you off heroin or whatever, and people can't take a poop. And I know if I don't have healthy bowel movements every day, I'd be a crabby bitch. I mean, I didn't know some people didn't have bowel movements for 4 or 5 days. What do I know? I'd tell them to take acidophilus or do a daggum colon cleanse. Look, they're spinning out on me. Now I'm live here, but I have the spinning ball of death there on the screen. So they're trying to stop me from broadcasting because they know I'm in here. Either that or the network is picked up and it's going global. If my stream went down, I would know that my network didn't have me. But he's off camera panicking. So, like I said, they know I'm there. You see, there's my little, I'm doing dishes currently, live stream. No, I haven't said anything. I multitask. They would call me a troll for being there and not saying, how may I kiss your ass this morning, Sir Chanter.
My apologies. Professional for me. I'm not trying to play the dramatic, like, don't hold suspense.
Oh, bullshit. Fucking liar.
I literally forgot to get a glass of water.
I am so psychic.
I don't have a glass of water.
You don't even know. I am so trained, you have not a clue.
I ran.
But that's cool, man.
Gotta get back in shape.
I'm gonna put you up here on the
If I
crystal.
start without the water,
I can see it all.
I'll just become obsessed. Like,
now look at this tongue.
So there you go.
Okay.
Here we are. In the description below.
He has a constant yeast infection because you know he brushes it, but this white shit will start popping out after about a half hour. Look, NC Nahundi's connection is not working either. Steve Ray says he lost his connection on a bus home from work under a satanic attack. These are Satanists, and they're mad that I'm talking and using those words. Well, whatever, blow me sideways.
Doziak's main concentration is debunking sovereign citizens. Guys like, what's the guy's name? Winston Shrout.
Wait, we can't be sovereign yet. So what you're doing is you're talking about something that is unattainable
I think his name is.
Today
Damn it, why am I
at 10:31 a.m. on Tuesday.
He's a very good resource. He also
May
does a lot of
8th.
debunking of the sovereign citizen movement is very big amongst what are known as the American Moors, or the Moor Science Temple.
Until his usual faces.
Who am I thinking of?
DC said, "Oh, dude, won't be long until as the usual faces pop in."
But anyway, check out Doziak. He's definitely one to subscribe if you're into the debunking scene,
What's YouTube?
or just want to explore the sovereign citizen movement. You know what I mean? If you want to understand what this stuff is, if you want to understand how it works, but more importantly, how it doesn't work, you definitely want to check out Doziak. Highly recommended. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. You will not be disappointed. Erudite, intelligent, concise, and really covers the stuff he needs to cover.
Elisa Brittany says Sean Morris is a money-grubbing fraud.
First of all, let me make a disclaimer.
Good morning, SLK.
When I talk about sovereign citizens, like, I'm just going to go to
this guy is a mess, but I have to keep up with him.
Because I'm getting older, I'm getting terrible with names.
Oh, he can't even remember what he says about people. I mean, should someone like this be really speaking on a level of intelligence where he mocks other people, but he doesn't remember? That's like I've fallen and I can't get up. That's like one of them 30-year-old people wearing a diaper and are pissing themselves. Or,
this is terrible.
The kids that are in worse health than the parents. They have a crystal CW. They're talking about somebody doing shows from jail. Sean Morton, I assume.
Nice.
At least I say assume.
Carl Lentz as well.
And Elisa says he's begging for money and tarot cards.
Kate of Gaia, I think was her name, from Canada.
Kate of Gaia's a dude.
Winston Shrout. When I talk about these guys, it's important to know and realize.
No, you just talk shit on everybody.
Right.
For views.
The criticism of the desire of a person.
25 people watching this mess.
The sovereign citizen movement is based on an interpretation of the law.
But see, that's how they do their nefarious actions. They think nobody else should be allowed to be there, even though it's public airways. Or we'll have to find out what they said.
It's just like my arguments against libertarianism is not really an argument against the motivation, the personal motivation or drive that would make one want to be a libertarian or advocate for libertarian ideals. It's just an argument about what libertarianism
is Charles Williamson,
what it is as a political movement, what it is as a political structure, and whether or not you think it'll be successful or unsuccessful, and good or not good. And the same thing when it comes to the sovereign citizens. I understand the motivation to say, for various reasons, the cops' ability to, it's just like the same thing like an anarchist position. I can understand the position, the drive, and the justification to say, I should be able to smoke this upon this marijuana cigarette.
Oh, there he goes. There he goes, ragging on somebody that's honest about their weed smoking. Tag it. I've never done a hard drug, never been addicted to any medicine, do not participate in the system. He was drinking, doing pills, and smoking, but now he's clean, and he rags out the people that simply smoke marijuana, which is not a narcotic. But these jackasses are getting ready to pull people off their meds. They're gonna rip people's meds away from them. And remember, these people think they can't survive without them, which is why they take them, because somebody told them to take them, right? So, years ago, they did the old switcheroo saying marijuana was a narcotic and an opioid, which it is not. Everybody knows that. Marijuana is not the gateway drug. Alcohol is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Alcohol is what lowers your spiritual vibration. Anyone that practices the esoteric arts, whether you're flipping cards or dicking around with a medium, you don't invite alcohol. Because whatever is coming for you will match to that lower vibration. Good morning, Bianca Jackson and Bill Russell. Oh, here's my biggest critic bitching at me through the window. What do you want, Papa Doc? You want me to let you in and then let you back out and let you in and let you out? See, she's the oldest of the three sisters, and she thinks she runs the fucking world. Kind of like these jackasses. Now you see, there's my little black sweetheart, lovey-dovey. My favorite baby. Yeah, I'll say it right in front of your crabby ass too, Papa Doc. But you get it. I'm not hopping to these people, or cats, or animals. I'll take care of them all, I'll love them all, I'll respect them all. But if they think they're running my life, they're nuttier than a fucking Christmas fruitcake. Alright, now, back to Jackass. Divine Michael says toe jam smells like cheese. What? See, these are coded messages. These aren't like just idiots that are at a kindergarten level. These are grown-ass people addicted to meds, and they're getting ready to take their meds away. And, you know, the reason why the medical industry is going to flip ship on everybody is to kill off the weak, and they can make more money doing the transgender thing. Do you know that I didn't know? Okay, let's say you're a dude, and you want to become a chick. Well, you think, okay, you get some fake boobs, and you go, okay, and you take some hormones so your facial hair isn't as hard, and you go, okay, and then you say, well, if you decide to get your package, you know, your schlong removed, well, they castrate it, and they turn it inside out, and that makes your hole, but you really wouldn't have like, you know, that opening, like, you guys know about it when you're making love to a woman. It goes all the way up to this wall where your uterus would be. Now, if you're a dude and you just got your junk flipped inside out, I want to know, where do they pee from? Okay, I think I get to ask some questions, because if they're flipping all our kids and have 40 different classifications of what kind of flavor of sexual you are before you've ever even had sex or started your period or grew body hair for a man, you know, when their semen starts ejaculating, you know, live sperm, right? Well, where does the dude pee from if they already took his thing and turned it into something else? Now, believe it or not, with all that being said, see, there's more money in the transhumanism agenda because they have to take hormones all their lives, and they have to have maintenance on their junk that got redistributed. Okay, so, no wonder the pain meds, because of course, if somebody inflicts pain on you, and then says, nanny, nanny, boo-boo, I can take the pain away, take this pill or bend over this way or suck my whatever, you know how, then they take it away, your pain, and then you get addicted to that, and then they pull that thing. So when they're gonna pull the meds and say, okay, yippee-yi-yo, you bunch of stoners, grass is legal, well, they're gonna be selling Monsanto GMO weed. And don't you know that you better shut up, Papa Doc. And don't you know that doesn't have the cannabinoids that's going to heal the person or take them out of pain? So they do the bait and switch. And then they poison somebody, again, a different way. Kind of like everybody ragging on me smoking. Well, some people actually say the reason you're not dead from the chemtrails is because you got a lining on your lungs. I mean, either way we go, we're screwed, over and over and over and over with stupid rules and stupid people and people that aren't even really people. I mean, it's mortifying, and people want to know why I want to fight it. Well, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this run the world. I want people with heart brains, sensible people that have had a lot of experience and know why they don't want to mess up. What do you want? What is it you want? Tell me. Say more than that. Give me a sentence. I mean, something intelligent that I can work with. Because you just want to come in and out. Look at you. See how pissed you are? I mean, look at yourself, Papa Doc, and explore your psychology. Oh yeah, you're gonna have to today. I mean, look at your sister Lovey over there on the couch. Just being loving, being nice. Enjoying the day. Just like, shut up. Shh. Just like Dinkus. Dinkus is happy. Look at Dinkus laying on the couch. See? And look at Lovey laying on the couch. Oh yeah, the audience sees Papa Doc, and she walks away and turns her face to me and stares away. And oh look, now she's looking back. Oh, she has turned away. See, this is what real communication is, and whether you do it with people or with animals or with the world at large, this is very important. These two get along. See, they can hang out on a couch together. But the bitch on wheels over there needs to boot, scoot, and boogie. And I'm not kissing her ass. Now here's what's gonna happen next. She's gonna say, blow me sideways, Mom. And she's gonna walk to the back door, and she's gonna start clawing on the back door because she's a fat ass. She can't hang on the top of the door like her sister can, the black girl, right? Oh yeah, my little skinny sweetie Lovey. She can just hang on the door and look at you and smile when you let her in. This one can't hang on. And she claws the whole way down the door and destroys my daggum door. Kind of like CW. Hey, wait. Sorry. Come back. Normal. Okay. Kind of like this guy. He wants to be Papa Doc and mess everybody up and tell them that they're going to follow him. Or her. Or it.
Tracy Beams has got fantastic hair.
And see these people they talk about. I don't know any of them. But I seem to know everybody that is righteous. So they're checking out my friends.
Do you believe that someone's a journalist, and do you believe that their information or research is justified?
And my friends are some of the best people in the world.
You know to be true in your heart of hearts. God bless you. That's fantastic.
Oh, and then an atheist blesses you and uses the word God.
On occasion.
That is spellcasting.
So subscribe to Doziak. You will not be disappointed.
I will not subscribe to Doziak. Look, Divine Michael says skid marks are in somebody's underwear.
Even if you consider yourself a sovereign
you know that ain't even right.
or a fan of that methodology, it's worth your while to be exposed to both sides of the story.
Thanks, Google, for making that new thing where you keep the chat. And in that way you have the information and you can verify it.
The particular story that
And then
I'm
he
talking
puts the
about,
LOL. See, he's
That's why they won't come to this live stream. You know that, right? Google Plus.
And they don't have the balls to use their own name.
You know that, Facebook security, right? Everybody
I say
knows.
bring your real name and come at me.
See, that's what so-and-so thinks. Is that Winston Trout, and this is why I'm very upset.
Oh, you're insulted.
Over the Goldfish
You,
report and thinks that she needs to
king
have
of
a
cooties,
come to source moment where she is honest with
the
herself
fool in the
about
forest.
what story she backs up, who she gives and lends credibility to, and what she's
Right,
doing
you
with her
have no
life.
credibility. But now,
I'll tell you
I have
why.
credibility.
Winston
You're
Trout
talking about a
has
girl with great hair and using a name I don't know. Do you think it's possible that you're running coded messages on me again? And you're pissed because the right people know how honest and true I am? It's possible, because I know what's even going on at the highest levels of government currently. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Because I'm telling people to hang on and have hope, where you're telling people to roll over and die.
Credit, your rights as a citizen, your rights.
You better believe my rights.
And all this
I'm so sick of not having my rights.
include his own daughter.
And my kids. All my
You
traumatized
should already
kids.
serve time. And let me
Ugh.
say that if you serve time as a tax exile or as a tax
Jerry
protester,
Chihuahua is
that
the
if you then
smartest
go
guy
on
in this
that
group.
radio show to advocate for tax protesting,
Now
you
Jerry
will have
says
to
someone
go on
reported my
vacation, say,
videos,
"You go
which
down this
included
road that I
DG
know,
as violating
and
their
you're going to be a
privacy.
member of Earth
Had to
First,
take them
or if
down.
you're willing to join
They're
up
going
with
to try to
Antifa,
make me
or if
take
you're
down my
willing to
videos
participate in
where I'm
tax
talking to Chanter.
protesting,
And I promise you, it will not happen. Mark my words.
To engage
Now,
in
Brandon says, I got a message, Jerry. I'll talk to you off air via Skype, okay?
Public or government institutions.
Do these jackasses not realize that this is all stole my intellectual property? And you tried to sacrifice me, and if you think I don't have a right to speak up against it and represent myself pro se, oh, keep going, fools.
Problems with government that are worthy of protest and redress. But
DG reported him. Sure he did, big puss.
But you also
Hey, Billy Cox, my old friend from Illinois.
About the
How you doing, brother?
and risks that they run.
You know, this is my nemesis bad guy. I gotta document
I
everything.
get tear gas.
The guy that wanted to sacrifice me. I'm the little orange pumpkin with no face.
So, knowing this,
That CNN said they were gonna bury so deep I'd never get up.
I guess you take your comeuppance. But if you've been
And we're talking about a global terrorist ring of traffickers and assholes and jackasses and computer hackers that think they run the show. But we're working with technology 150 years ahead of these SOBs, and we got two-way video communication. Oh yeah, when I watch a video and I talk, believe me, they hear it. But they also hear it when bad people talk. It works both ways.
You Google Winston Trout.
Shiva Burton, I got 2 copyright strikes from QEG scammer Hope Girl, who Doziak also exposed.
Google him before you
Right.
show.
Shiva's in the middle of this. I expect that this person is going to be true.
And I'm very interested
I
in
have
the
faith.
information you have to report. Disclosure, the opinions of Mr. Fetz are not necessarily
I've always
what
had
happened
faith.
in this program. And then you say, Mr. Fetz,
I'll never
also answer
walk away from it.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Jerry Chihu says Dave asked me to take it down too, so I did.
This or that being a false flag.
Lee Veltman says, really, that was kind of funny. People are being way too sensitive lately. Alright.
That's a responsible way to run an internet radio show.
Oh, how's it, wait, how's it to be responsible, Mr. Lawyer?
But does
Tell me.
anybody do that? No. They just want to believe what they want to believe. So Winston Trout.
No, I believe what I know from experience.
Well, I'm Winston Trout.
Make him
Like my
fun.
mustache?
He's got worms crawling out from under his nose, by the way.
Things like,
If you look
the
at
funny thing
how
about a cow
red
poke is they poke the cow,
the
but the
hair
cow don't
appears to
seem
be
move.
here, that's the blood, the parasites, the worms, the filth. And he itches it and rubs it up into his eye. He has words, and he has worms, parasites, he has shit in his eyes. Look at,
Should have asked him a question about his nefarious past. Winston Trout.
I've exposed all my past,
Well,
and it's not
never
nefarious.
gonna be free
You're
because
nefarious.
he's too old. Maybe you should have
He's too
told
old.
someone the truth about blah 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 off the dome.
Look, here comes the white shit jumping out of his mouth. Look at that white thing on his lip.
Winston Trout's going to the fucking pet.
Watch
party.
what
Go
happens
hang out
now.
with Sean David
He's
Morton.
spewing
Doing
filth.
make up lies
Watch,
in prison
literally.
about fucking, solving the world's problems on the inside.
Let's get a close-up.
That's what's happening to him. And for years, months I was looking like an a-hole up here because I was constantly going, Winston Trout's going to jail. Winston Trout's going to jail. And he was keep on appearing on country roads with Louisa. So I get my feeling like, when's this guy going to go to jail? Or how about this?
When are you going to jail?
Louisa going to turn to him and say,
When
by
are
the way,
you
you're
being
going to jail.
arrested is
Should
the
we talk
question.
about it? No, you're just going to let him keep on giving opinions and
Oh,
legal
no, these are
advice,
facts.
knowing that legal advice is the exact same legal advice that got his ass in the hot seat as well.
And you're a lawyer.
You're
You're a genius.
Trial, day after
But
day
you've
after day
slandered.
federal trial and never hired an attorney.
You've stolen
Never jailed
intellectual
himself as a public
property.
defender. Sat there in stone cold
You have
silence.
stuck
evidence
cast
was
as a
entered against him,
Satanist.
doing jack shit nothing. And guess what?
And you run a
He
cult.
got convicted. So now
Yeah,
Winston
you're gonna
Trout,
get convicted.
video by Doziak, has just filed an appeal.
He's being
Actually,
sued, by the
lawyered
way.
up. Guess what? That's the way it goes, baby. Not saying it's right, not saying it's fair, just saying that's the way it fucking is. And what is his new
You
defense?
don't know how it is.
Saying that he doesn't have the comprehension. He's mentally incapable of standing this
don't ever believe don't believe that he is actually talking about the names that he says he's talking about.
Those poor bastards.
This is another way to read coded messages in media.
The cabin.
Look at, he's rubbing the eye. The worm is starting. It's all gonna start because he's a liar. And every time he speaks, these things have to come forward because what shows from your inside shows on the outside.
I'm not capable. I'm not mentally capable of standing trial, whatever.
You're not capable of standing trial. You're fucking retarded, mentally unstable, and you know it. And that's what you'll stand on. Look at him reading the chat. It is what it is. It is, and I'm on you.
There you go. It is what it is. So Winston Trout.
Roll over and cease and assist immediately.
It's not going to fly. He's actually mentally capable.
It's a citizen's arrest.
That's not an eye boogie. Eye boogies are white, or yellow, or green if you got infected eyes. That's black. And it moves around.
On the internet, back on YouTube or back on.
I have my father's auxiliary police Mylar bat to defend myself.
It is what it is, and it's a crime.
And the truth.
I don't think.
Why don't you be his lawyer? Why don't you save him?
Or his problem.
Go represent him, pro se.
That's what happens when you break the law.
What about you breaking the law?
So you gotta face the
on Zoom, in 9-hour chats, with people that were doing hacking and spellcasting.
He's a great internet resource.
You need to be tarred and feathered and castrated.
Has been convicted.
I'm sorry, guys. I know it's hard to lose your penis, but
is now approaching his sentence.
if you're doing wrong things with it and sticking it in wrong holes without the other person's consent, then you need to have the bitch put out of
live your life
commission.
on YouTube and fantasy land, not talking about this.
Oh, this ain't
not
fantasy
talking about what's
land.
going on in real life. But you know what?
This is my real life.
It's gonna
Don't
come to
make
pass.
fun.
Whatever's gonna come to pass is gonna come to pass.
You think?
So be very wary.
You better be very wary.
Of people who are going to tell you
I
fantastic
stand
pie in the
true
sky things like
in this whole thing.
The world's a matrix, and the legal, the legal.
It's only a
things are
matrix if you
illusion,
choose
and
to make
you
it
can
one.
discharge your debt with your birth certificate. That video is going to get 100,000 views, no doubt.
Everybody already knows
People are in
that you
economic
can't just
crunch,
get out that
and
easy.
when their back is against the wall, and you're desperate, and you've been
What,
through
you
the
roll
divorce,
over and
you've
act
been
like
through
somebody's
this
whore?
proceeding, or
I don't think
bankruptcy
so.
proceeding, and you've dealt with lawyers,
No.
and you've dealt with judges,
No.
and you've dealt with cops.
Friends that are dirty.
Everything you know
You're gonna say everybody?
about these
I'm gonna bring you people that aren't dirty.
life is BS. And by a
You're
simple
BS.
declaration, by saying certain magical words, your ass. Good.
Oh, you'll kiss
luck
my ring.
with that.
You'll kiss my ring. Not
The
my
next
ass.
series news that we're
Don't
gonna
touch
talk
my
about
ass
is,
unless I invite
Stephen
you
D.
to.
Kelly versus Craig Sawyer. We're going to be able to look at both these characters, look at their recent interaction, and then I'm going to double back
And who are these
do a
two
little bit of
douchebags?
take another
Republican,
step in
Democrat,
analysis of
liberal,
both their arguments
conservative,
and both their positions.
Judge,
Not just in
jury.
regards to each other, but
I mean,
also
who are
them
they,
as
Chanter?
people, as
Why don't you
internet
bring us a
pundits, as people that
dossier?
are around.
And who these bitches are you're
Very
talking about.
fascinating stuff, and I'm going to do my best.
Right,
I'm
the
going to
worm,
do my best to say that I
The
go into
ear,
this
the
aspect
eye,
of the story and
the
this story
nose,
with a
it's
little
all
bit of
infected.
trepidation.
Creepy.
Because at the center of the controversy, at the center of both
my
these
ass.
individuals and what they're up to, is,
Where is Mary Jane
Trump
anyhow?
versus the deep state.
Oh, yeah, I smoke on screen, too, so see?
ritual abuse.
Here's
Those
what's going
things
on. Let me
which
explain something to y'all. Even though marijuana is illegal, that's one of the ways I've always been threatened. If I don't agree or cooperate with whoever is trying to run me, they're going to tell that I smoke Mary Jane. I've already admitted it 175,000 times. Now, my intelligence level is sharp as a tack. Whether I'm smoking or not, makes no damn difference. My brain functions the same way, and they know it. Because they watch me, and I allow them to watch me, and I consent it. My life is on view 24/7, and it's a little tough. But see, there are no secrets, and so they needed somebody to step forward that could illustrate that point. And it's your red-headed pumpkin with no face. It's a glass cock. Now, you didn't know it was a glass cock. That's too damn bad for you. And I didn't even know about the glass cocks because they had it all hidden. But poof, here I come. And here comes my family's history. Poof! Here comes my maternal side's history that I never was allowed to know. You damn well better believe that I come from a military background. My grandpa was the managing editor of the fucking paper coming home from Italy, exposing the lies. And jackasses like you been covering them up forever. Well, not no more. My frequency matched some kind of code. And then everything got unlocked. And online will never
And
be
I
the
didn't
same
know.
again.
I really didn't know, and they
they're
know
gonna
that.
say that I put an end to something. And I did. And I will. And I'll keep doing it every day. Because you are a menace to society. You are mentally unstable. It should be you in a sanitarium. Because you won't help yourself. You say you'll help yourself. You say you'll get calmer. You even say you'll be a good boy. You say you'll change your ways. But being bipolar, see, you change your ways about 7.5 times each show. And that's not what duality is. Right? Alright, let me let you talk, because sometimes I get a little carried away. I'm going to take a potty break, and I'm going to go get my friend Mary Jane, and I'm coming back. So you get ready. I am.
What's that?
What?
Land shark?
What?
No, land shark.
Land shark? How about fucking, what would you be? You'd be a fucking beach walrus.
Line by line research. I'm not the greatest at doing line by line journalism. That's not what I'm doing here. Take what it is for what it is. This is stuff, information.
You want to be a journalist? Oh, it's stuff you see, and you make opinions. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one.
Let's talk about Craig Sawyer versus Stephen D. Kelly. There's a list of.
Now, I don't know either of these two people, so you guys need to be asking yourself, do you know the people he's talking about? And then you have to ask yourself, is it because you're stupid or inferior to him, or because he's a liar and he's misusing names? And if he's misusing legal names, then oh my God, add another charge. Shut up, Papa Doc.
And then we'll end up, we're talking about Jordan Sather,
Fucking
Roger
had it.
Stone, Donald Trump, and Russian influence through media and information.
Same day
What about Zadakim
Bots,
and Zanash? Oh, I gotta go.
reporting.
False
No.
flagging accounts,
No, you're
dummy
not coming
accounts,
in.
bot accounts, buying influence through money, frames, these various things that we'll do. And we'll talk about it and about the notion of the information age, information warfare, and about, why people might be engaged in these activities. Then finally, if we've got time, we'll also talk about Trump and the Korean Peninsula, because I think that's important to talk about too. And there's a lot of questions that are not being raised. If I pay attention to what's going on in the Q universe, the Q universe, I pay attention to what's going on in the New Age, Widow Land. I pay attention to what's going on in the
Shut up when you're talking to me.
Right, you do not.
Here's what he says. He doesn't have time to watch people's videos that are long because he does too much of his own. So believe you me, friends, he does not watch videos. Oh no. Now what they're trying to do now is stop my voice online because as I'm kicking it up, they think they're finding a way to get their stupid friends to not listen. That's not what's happening. My shit is going global because if it was just inside the unit. Alright.
That's what my t-shirt
I'm
says.
serious. And here, you better have this while I'm gone. This is a smoky quartz crystal, and it keeps the negativity off of the situation. It absorbs the negative energy, and it's a cluster, and that's good for working within groups. Like you wear a single piece for yourself. You don't wear a big cluster unless you're in a group communicating, and that would be the right reason. So I got this pointed back at him. Live.
$150
We are live. We're live.
At the time.
Tuesday.
Oh, we're live.
11:01 a.m. in Sue's
Not to
World.
get too paranoid,
Central Standard Time.
Stephen D. Kelly versus Craig Sawyer. Okay, so here's what's happened. Let's start with Craig Sawyer. Craig Sawyer is an interesting character. Craig Sawyer is a confirmed Navy SEAL who, after years of working in Hollywood on various media projects, as well as a security guard for working on security details, he had a private security firm, I guess, tactical something. And in this capacity,
Right, he can't even bring the real name.
security details
Tactical
were no less
something.
public figures as Hillary Clinton,
Ugh.
I believe John McCain,
He believes.
various other political players, as well as some Hollywood elites. In addition to this activity, he was also involved in Hollywood media, both television and film media, both as a security consultant and weapons consultant. There was a show about, like a reality TV show about snipers that he participated in. He's participated in various media projects on basic cable as well as in Hollywood. So a very interesting character with very interesting ties. So he's tied to the Navy SEALs, he's a patriot, but he's also working in Hollywood for all that entails. And
Oh, good people can't work in Hollywood either. Oh, I got it.
But simply
Because your group is that, I came run it.
Other people in the community,
Or because there's just no good people.
have found that connection interesting. Let's move forward. Why
I
do
find
mention
you
Pizzagate
interesting.
and Pedogate? Craig Sawyer's latest project. I apologize for doing this.
He likes teenagers, not kids, and he got kicked out of that Comic-Con.
Oh, here I come.
His latest project is something called
Underage
very
girls like
interesting. It's
15
called
and a
Vets
half,
for
you know,
Child Rescue.
live on the edge.
Hey, my buddy Dan Man Soap stands for the
They're in
veterans.
the process of making a documentary film about their work that I think is called Contraland.
He thinks.
Here's the Vets for Child Rescue, mission. Basically, it's a coalition of veterans who have gotten together to fight child trafficking in America and the world. I guess that's the short short thumbnail on it. He has appeared on Alex Jones's InfoWars multiple times, and I saw a particular interview that I found was interesting and of note where it was done with Owen Schroyer. We'll talk about Owen Schroyer.
Alright,
The real
I'm
thing
going
that
to
I
give you
think is
guys a
also
demo
interesting
on how to
when
keep
you
your
talk
stress
about
level
Craig
low
Sawyer.
when
So
you're in a
basically
high
what's
stress
going on.
situation.
Let me talk about Vets for Child Rescue and some issues that I have with it. Number one, I do not have any issue with anyone who's fighting to protect children from child sex trafficking or child abuse. I am anti-child abuse. The fact that I'm critical of some of the thinking and operation procedures
Now,
within
none
the
of these are
Pizzagate
drugs.
and Pedogate community as far as what they
And you
accept
can't
as evidence,
overdose.
how they behave
Okay?
online, what they do,
Nobody
and the
needs to be
accusations they make,
scared.
and how they handle
No boogie
accusations
boogie.
is separate,
Better
okay?
get off my
It's
back,
a different
Commandant.
issue than standing with them in solidarity to say that any child sex trafficking that exists in the United States or the world is abhorrent, evil, and the perpetrator should be found guilty,
Yeah, they
arrested,
should.
and do whatever the law, the
And you
land
act
says
like
should
it's not
happen.
really going on.
And do those
You piss
things.
me off.
May the children be free of the abuse. I'm not pro-abuse,
Alright.
though I am circumspect and
He'd be the kind
skeptical
to scrap a
about
kid
some of the wilder
cut him up
accusations.
for organs
It's very important
instead of
to think
stick
Craig
one in
Sawyer
the ass with his dirty
when it
dick.
comes to some of the arguments made by
Okay,
the likes
it's
of
just
Stephen D.
business.
Kelly and Liz Crokin
Just making a buck.
regarding satanic ritual abuse.
Right here,
and
rescue
the
remedy,
David Icke
Bach,
shape-shifting
flower
with Queen
essence.
Elizabeth
Just spray it in your big mouth.
shape-shifting albino alligator and eats babies.
They do eat babies. They
I'm
mix the
skeptical
blood in the
of
bread.
those, not to say
Use
that
that,
satanic ritual
Akeem.
abuse never
You
happened,
fucking
but
dirty
the
dogs.
allegations
1907
of
blood
abuse
libel,
are
bitch.
Hey,
Blood libel
all of the
case.
elites in
don't think I
Hollywood,
sprayed this
all
in
of the
poof
elites
on
in
com.
Washington, D.C.,
Don't
all
anybody
elites
think that.
everywhere except apparently Putin
That's
are involved
ignorant.
with satanic ritual abuse.
You gotta do
They're
more than
involved in
that.
Eyes wide shut parties. I'm not saying that eyes wide shut parties never happen.
They happen all the time.
That the situation
They
is
just
like
busted
and
one this
creating
morning
that
on TV.
boogeyman
Is that why you're here debunking it?
overarching Pizzagate, Pedogate,
Probably.
the babies community right?
You would eat a baby, and you wouldn't even know it because you eat so much dirty meat. You don't even know the difference.
Provides a possible cover
Fucking sick fat ass.
in actual instances
Piss me off.
of child trafficking and sexual trafficking.
Star of Bethlehem. Shock, grief, fright.
Why? Because an allegation could be made and then the person could get out there and say, oh my
Terrifying.
God, you see
First aid emergency stuff.
Oh, allows you to take a break when you are a little struggling.
Every day is a struggle. It's a war out here, friends.
When you
Craig Sawyer
are low on energy, you're weary, and you doubt your ability to face the task ahead. I'm putting these in my teeth.
To try and fight child abuse. But some of the things that are being claimed by Vets for Child Rescue don't make sense. But I do want to say that
There's
online,
shells too.
Craig Sawyer
Y'all play.
has claimed that Alex Jones gave him $100,000 in support of this. Other reports online say that at one point Alex Jones had contributed $10,000. Well, we do know now that Craig Sawyer still takes his donation.
It's probably Zach. I'll bet you're both the same blood type. Oh. Yeah, I have tendencies of no. You're not an A. And neither is Alex.
About supporting Vets for Child Rescue. And I will now share some of the concerns that I have. Okay. If you look for Vets for Child Rescue and you look at the testimony of Craig Sawyer regarding what his project is and what the project does, it seems like they might be doing something good, but it seems like they also have this story that they're trying to sell about what they're doing that I think is impossible to believe. Okay?
It
What
is
sounds like what's
impossible to
happening
believe.
is that
It's
they
not
claim
your
to be
thought,
involved
you
in
moron.
sting operations where they help law enforcement, local, state,
You act
federal
like
law
you're the first
enforcement
bitch to think a thought.
catch serial sexual
Fuck.
abusers and
Okay, now
terrorists
when you're
online.
stressed out,
That's absolutely
you
well
probably
done.
should
That's like
blow dry your bangs
if you've ever watched
or
the
fix your
program
hair
that used to be very
because
popular on
you know
TV
you're gonna
called
be on
Protect the
camera
Predator, we
and
know
people
that
are
there are
gonna be judging
organizations
you.
and people that get
But,
together
oh
and
wait, I've already been
stomp out
judged.
online
No big deal.
Blow dry my bang, but I'm not gonna fix my hair.
have sting, they're
I'm gonna put some
participating
lipstick on.
sting operations
Because
where
I'll
they
feel
pose
better.
as children online
But I don't look
to
washed
trap
out
and ensnare
as my skin
potential
turns
pedophiles or
red
actual pedophiles,
and
and
being
then they
fucking
will funnel that information to the police.
frustrated
It sounds like
with
what
you
Vets for Child Rescue
and
do
fucking Mel
is
and
along
Blowhole
those lines.
and all you
But it sounds like they also have
jackasses.
this cover story that they're kind
Computer
of
Misuse
basically,
Act.
because if you look
I'm
at
1001%
the
asshole.
trailer for the documentary film,
And you have to
it's
have
like
good
they're trying to tell
assholes
people that
to
what
catch
they do
bad
with Vets for
assholes.
Child Rescue is that they're
I'll
actually
be a
getting
good
together
asshole.
and participating, armed with, AK-47.
That's what Facebook said. I'm 1001% asshole and they need me to be one.
Guns don't kill people. They're targeting those people and making them fire those guns at women and children and old
And they've
men.
got some footage in this full documentary trailer that seems to show them putting the guy on the
Thus,
ground with,
video games.
machine guns, at the ready. And I just want to say that that's completely that's insane. And they say, hi, I'm here for Child Rescue International. That's not the name of an actual thing. Or I'm here for, Child Rescue or Guitars for Christ, whatever. And then you ask that person point blank, oh, you're raising money for this organization. Is this money going to any sort of church or affiliated religious organization? Oh, well, we are associated with congregation out of Lyndhurst. But we're not, this is not a religious thing, whatever. Then you ask, like, it's the Salvation Army. Is this money going to be used exclusively for feeding people, or is this going to be going into paying the fees, the proceeds, or buying literature for the Salvation Army? You get nothing.
Going on
You get
in this last 100 years.
Shuffle.
You raise money.
So you see this guy appear on InfoWars,
And then
I
it
don't
doesn't
know if
go to the right
very
place.
often now. he says things that basically he'll say that we're participating in these
Okay.
raids are happening. We're helping
I'm
law
getting
enforcement. We've
calmer.
got this operation, this protocol.
Now what I'm going to
That, you know,
do
for busting these
is
people, we're going
smudge
to
my
educate
space
people. We've got doctors
with
associated
the wood
with
of
us
the
and research,
saints.
but there's always
And that's
this
Palo
like
Santo.
addendum line that's like kind of like, you know what I mean, like the person
I'm
in
going
the
to
sales
smudge
pitch,
my
like
area.
to try and get investors and be like, and as soon as we're ready, as soon as the manufacturing process is up and running, we're going to have these Beanie Babies, you know, flying off the shelves, and our marketing projections by Phil
Okay.
indicate that it's going to be the hottest toy of the summer.
Fucking awesome. Now, remember, this is a 42-year-old man that almost had a fucking stroke when Toys R Us announced they were going to close. Because that's his favorite store from growing up. Toys R Us. A corporation. Not like my favorite toy from growing up was a fucking painted pony or something. It was all about Toys R Us, not the actual thing that he played with. And that's how you know he's a true blue fiend and a disgrace to lawyers that want to do the right thing. And I believe there are some too. People.
That's what I hear.
Okay, we got 9 minutes left on this one.
Yeah, you got shit in your ears.
And then we got part
And
2.
worms in your head.
But I think if you check out the primary resources that I listed to below,
You think
you
I'm
look at this
kidding?
interview with Owen Schroyer on
Can you
Instagram,
guys see me?
you'll pick up what I'm talking about.
Put myself
Here's
up
the
there.
fact.
I didn't know I was sideways.
God's good creation.
Don't be talking about God's creation when you don't believe in God.
Is involved in SWAT team operations where they allow people, based and predicated upon the fact that those private citizens were vets, to go ahead and get machine guns, flak jackets on, and participate in the raids.
Oh,
There's
you're
no
talking
such
about
thing.
shit on
Vigilante
vets.
justice is illegal in the United States of America. A veteran's right
government
to own
does
and
it.
bear arms is
We got a
covered and
vigilante
controlled by the
government
same
telling
laws
people
as
not to be
every other
vigilantes
citizen
right
in the
now.
United States of America.
I think you
So
want
the
to.
notion that Craig Sawyer is showing all this
I
material,
really
all this
think you
footage
wanna
of
go.
these guys doing all this crazy stuff seems like false advertising
Here,
to
let's
me.
get the
Because
chat.
there's no way in hell that you're going to tell me that local law enforcement said, you vets want to go on this ride? You want to help us on this mission? Well, suit the fuck up, gentlemen. Even if you served with a guy overseas, Officer Brown, who served in the Navy SEALs with Craig Sawyer, whoever other person, is going to say, thank you for the information, and I'll give you an update to the degree that I can, to the degree that it doesn't fuck up the investigation or the possible prosecution. You can't have people on, like, you know, it's like, you know, it just doesn't happen. Especially can't happen to the degree that these guys are actually conducting arrests. There are rights of citizens arrest. You can't arrest a guy with a whole bunch of other Gizmo dudes, suited up with AR-15s. That guy's gonna walk from that conviction, and he's gonna turn around and sue you. So the reason that I think that their GoFundMe account may have been canceled is that we know GoFundMe has canceled several political action groups, GoFundMe accounts, because sometimes people come online.
First things first, they're tying up the court system with these frivolous lawsuits. And then they compromise the case so badly that it can't go to trial. And in the meantime, they waste tax dollars and time that we don't have.
Because, you know what I mean, I'm a veteran.
And he being a lawyer knows it better than any says, ooh.
Get together, suit up, and get this child.
Oh, I'm gonna suit up. I'm always suited up.
But there's no, it's not an actual incorporated nonprofit. There is no corporate headquarters. There's not the things that makes GoFundMe confident that it's a legitimate campaign. So they, as a private
we got a
group,
campaign, Chanter.
Here's the other thing.
It's an organic
We talked about
grassroots
common sense,
movement,
but maybe
global.
before, and I'm gonna make it again.
Jackass.
Disclaimer. If
I'm
you're a
gonna put some vodka in my
libertarian,
tea.
you've got no business complaining about YouTube or Google canceling your account.
But wait, you bitch about YouTube all the time.
Monetizing your account. You're a private company.
You bitched and bitched and moaned and groaned about Google, YouTube, and Facebook.
I'm sorry, that's just the way that it goes. So if you want to live in a world where you're saying everything should be privatized, know that whether you're left or right, whether you're red or blue, whether you're donkey, elephant,
Told
or
you
an
he was gonna bring
anarchist,
up that.
that if you're relying upon a
They've already
substructure,
constituted
a
all
support
those
system
labels.
that's entirely privatized,
You can't use those
YouTube,
words
Google,
anymore,
Facebook,
jackass.
Twitter,
My
Patreon,
fucking knob just broke
GoFundMe,
on my back. Don't that figure?
Kickstarter, PayPal, that you run
I haven't asked anybody for a fucking dime. I've been doing my job for 4 years trying to restart
you don't like it, you'll get a fucking lawyer.
an online career,
Right?
and I've had nothing but
That's
jackasses
the libertarian
messing with
world
me.
of the future. So if you're worried about people silencing you, you better worry
Fuck
about
you,
a world
Chanter.
where everything in the
You'll
mainstream
never
media,
silence me.
alternative media now becoming it.
Neither will Mel.
To the degree that you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 operations. What if Amazon decides to say F you?
They're already gonna say F you, and you
With
know
your
it.
lecture or your DVD video of you telling them how it is. So
I
what
know
you gonna
number
sell?
one.
The
He can
private
edit
local
out
bookstore?
anything.
What
He can
happened to those
splice
guys?
anything. He makes sure.
The alternative online
I don't have to
seller?
worry about
Who
my
runs their
foul
online
language.
shop?
Someone will
9 times
remove
out of 10,
me saying fuck you 100
it's a
times.
private company like Amazon.
If
We're then
Amazon
going to get
doesn't want me to
involved
say
in
fuck you,
wanting to
goof,
buy things like
it's
UPS
gone.
and Federal Express. But don't worry, because Donald Trump's going to tell you that business is good, greed is good, and all that other good time private.
You think greed is good?
Jazz. Anyway, back to the story at hand.
Oh, that worm bug in the other eye now?
The suspect of Craig Sawyer. Also, I haven't been able to find it online, but Craig Sawyer, by his own admission, has made public statements that he has
Jetpack
a
knows
conviction for something.
that the problem lies within incestuous relationships between government and corporations.
Other than
Well, if this genius knows that, then why wouldn't they know that the corporation steals the identity of the individual and uses it?
Those accusations being raised.
Remember the child trafficking, organ harvesting,
And I'm going to say one thing that
having adults become human servers to live out their lives?
And this is me not trying to pick fights with Trump supporters. This is me not trying to pick fights with veterans.
Oh, he doesn't want to pick a fight with the veterans. Isn't that mighty wide of him?
Jones fans. But beware of the following. Craig Sawyer had made public statements on his Facebook page that if Donald Trump any attempt was made to remove Donald Trump from office, that there would be a bloody revolution.
There's gonna be one anyhow. That's where you're a dumbass. That's where you're a dumbass. The revolution is coming one way or the other, and it's too late to turn back. And then you want to act like it's because of a fucking president? I mean, really? You don't think this is about the people? We the people? You are a demon. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get upset. I was yelling over there. Sorry. Let me calm. My blood pressure's going up. I know. I know. I'm trying the best I can. I can't take much more.
That they believe in violent revolution.
No, it's not violent. That's where you are a jackass, as usual. It is not a violent situation. Not in our world. Maybe in your world. Because you are a jackass. I'm not. I'm an asshole. I catch bad guys. I'm a spiritual researcher. I'm a targeted individual, and my whole life has been stepped on.
That 1 out of 10 people.
I have evidence.
That 1 out of 10 people that need
And I have real people that know me.
That 1 out of 10 people at the John Birch Society. That 1 out of 10 people at the conspiracy theory of the UFO convention. That 1 out of 10 people at the NRA gun show is a fucking CIA, FBI, NSA shell. They're a government operative who are often the ones saying, you know what we should do, man? You know what we should do, man? We should stop talking and kick some ass. You ask the people that are first. Someone pops up 9 times out of 10 at their first meeting, at an Antifa meeting.
What is wrong with you, Chanter?
When are we going to stop talking and start kicking some heads?
Hey, I don't know if anybody knows it, but like the NRA took a lot of lobbyist money from these traffickers. And that's another way they're going to try to shut the guns down, because of course now you're thinking, wow, I mean, really the guns are the problem. Take them away, and if we take the guns away, everybody will be safe. And this is when people are on the train to Auschwitz. I mean, this is modern day democide, which is death by government. And that's why we don't need all these borders and these governments telling us how to be kind to one another and how to live in groups that we choose. They think we're too stupid to know. And at the same time, they're poisoning us and killing us and attacking our minds. I mean, this is just a low-level fucking butt boy. But if you can't deal with one of these, don't ask to sit at the top at a round table and discuss relevant topics. That's where I'll be. Come on back.
Okay, so this is the end of our first live stream. Bip, 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 bip. Alright, now let me go back to my page. And that I called Getting My Update Early. Here comes part 2. And my blood pressure's up.
Anyway, moving on. So he made that statement, and think about how crazy that is. If you're Russia, you're not going to want to have a conventional war with the United States of America, but it wouldn't be worth your while to foment revolution inside the United States of
Where
America?
are you, Chanter? Oh, there you are.
And how would you do that?
All right.
InfoWars. Roger Stone.
No.
Who's connected to Nixon? Dirty
That's
tricks
right,
are the
you
name
guys
of the game.
like
Look
troll.
up Roger Stone. Get me Roger Stone. Look at that documentary. Look at the documentary about Elliot Spitzer. Look at about his own testament and involvement and laissez-faire attitude towards the truth, the justice, and the law with his associations with Richard Nixon.
I just went over that the other day. About their little fake
Also,
story.
in the real world, Roger Stone is about to be interviewed by
Beach.
Mueller. Will he be indicted? I don't know. But think of all the connections. And then think about whether or not you're really hearing the truth about Donald Trump on InfoWars. And think about whether or not it was a Russian coup to get that guy in the office.
Until
And
little
now you got
levels
guys
are done
like
like
here,
you,
standing up here saying, I'm a
gonna be
Navy
hard to
SEAL
get to the truth
against
because
child
you're wasting
molestation
our
and trying to
time.
rescue children from the deep state cabal. And if the deep state cabal try to get rid of Donald Trump, i.e. what? Like an indictment, like an impeachment? What are you going to do? You don't think that there's going to be violence in the street? And why?
I think it's going to be a religious
These
war.
crazy ass statements.
And politics have always run religion. And religion has always run the world.
And the militia movement.
And people like you, the Zanash, the
There was a
Zadokine,
revolution
the
in the United States of
Zadakai,
America where brother turns against
are the
brother
very
and sister against
ones
sister.
that shit on everybody's religion.
But right at that
How
time,
dare your
Russia would stop having to
bloodline
worry about,
do
and the
that?
rest of the BRICS nations would stop having to worry about the United States for just long enough that by the time we woke up, all of a sudden, the global
I'll wake you up,
economic
Chanter.
parameters have changed.
Mm-hmm.
And he
I
who
told
was
you we
once
got a
on
network
top
that
is
you're not
now
privy
singing
to.
a different song.
Keep using your stress relief stuff, Bach flower essence, candy spray, spray it in your mouth,
Think about it, folks. Think
put it in
about
your
it.
tea,
The conventional
or
war.
your soda,
You
or your
believe,
water,
you believe that Stephen
or
D.
your
Kelly
food
knows the truth about Michael
shot.
Spino?
You can
But
put it on your wrist.
psychological warfare.
Great place to put it.
Why
It's on your
blow up
neck.
resources? Why destroy infrastructure? That's not the objective.
It's already
of the
destroyed,
game,
Chanter.
to turn people
Get the
into
memo.
show seekers to support under the Geneva Convention, or justify, or have them blow back, come back and want to kick
Take
your
those.
ass.
Take those
No,
weather attacks, for
it's all about the
example.
soft takeover. Buy shit up until you bought up all. Welcome to America.
Fuck you.
May seem far-fetched, may seem a fantasy. What else are the people in power?
Nobody's even gonna have any
Except
hair for
trying
me to
figure
do
out
if we don't
who's
clean
gonna
this
make
water
the
up.
next move. It is what it is, folks. So what's the war between? We're gonna move now from Craig Sawyer to Stephen D. Kelly. Stephen D. Kelly has his own problems. Stephen D. Kelly has a thing called Truth Cat Radio, where he's part of one
Never
of
heard of it.
his big thing is the Getty Museum, where he thinks there's an underground
Good
city
morning,
where 100,000 children are being kept and being
I
molested.
was on once and
So
I
a
got
war
shut
broke out
down. I'm
between
back
Stephen
up.
Kelly and Craig Sawyer. Stephen D. Kelly is one of these fantastic old crazy
Always
douchebags.
document your evidence.
That's what he deserves. Tune into Stephen D. Kelly, hear about what he says, hear about what he says about himself, about that he invented all this shit, that he was at Roswell in Area 51 and tried to train the psychic warriors and the remote viewing.
Hey,
It's true
Akbar,
and he knows
it
because
ain't
he's
happening.
like, really down with
Nobody
that
comes on my
ghost
shows.
shit.
The network will not
Honestly,
allow
look
it.
at him as a person, just like Douglas DJ.
Not me.
Every time I'm tempted to make a video criticizing
I'm in
Douglas, out. Stephen D. Kelly became aware.
I guess I work
Stephen D.
solo.
Kelly, who believes that Michael Aquino is the head of the Satanic Ritual Army, the underground city where there's 100,000 children being kept in sexual captivity, and he
You don't know
knows
what
because
goes
kind of
Oh, yeah,
grappling
all
with
the
approaching
underground
his ideas and
tunnels.
what he thinks of the case.
all the
He's
underground
also the guy who thinks the
space.
truth cat Douglas Dietrich. Yay. What a group of
The
winners.
worst prison
Anyway,
than the one up here.
so he became aware of the work of Craig Sawyer and reached
You
out to
think it's
Craig
a joke.
Sawyer. Craig Sawyer became aware of this Getty Museum accusation and said the following. Number one, this is crazy. I believe in the elites involved in pedophilia that need to be busted and busted up. I believe that those cabals have been successfully identified and can be successfully identified. And I believe we as true patriots should fight these powers that be.
But you said it wasn't
the
real. It
all-American
wasn't
way.
going on as much
But
as
even
some people say.
Craig
Right.
Sawyer, look at these allegations about what's happening in the psychic evidence of what's happening at the Getty Museum and say the following. Number one, the story sounds crazy. Number two, even if I wanted to, we could never do a successful
Our
operation
system
taking over the Getty Museum,
sounds
especially what
crazy
you're
when
saying
you
about
think about
being
it,
an
Chanter.
the entranceway to an underground city containing over 100,000 individuals. There's no way that we could put together a team big enough to go in there.
Bullshit.
So no thank you. I don't think I can be involved in
Liar.
helping you, Stephen D. Kelly. At which point, Stephen D. Kelly lights Craig Sawyer on fire on Facebook, saying that you're not a fucking real patriot, that you're COINTELPRO shill, that you're just trying to get donations of money. What's up with this criminal conviction?
It cannot be all about the money. You can't take the money with you.
Whose it was in covert
This is
agent
about your
yada,
sovereignty. This
right?
is about
Who knows?
guns and the
Craig
money.
Sawyer himself calls into the Stephen D. Kelly show on Truth Cat Radio. One of the links in the description box below. At which point, Stephen D. Kelly says, okay, well, now I have a new phone. I want to work with you as an ally, yada, yada, the Getty Museum, psychics, and Roswell laser weapons, and don't tell me what I don't know, because I know this stuff is true because I was there. At which point, Craig Sawyer, I guess being as political as he can be, basically says, like, well, after what you said about me on Facebook, I don't know if I want to be your yada, yada.
High
Then,
school.
all of a sudden,
It's high
Stephen D.
school.
Kelly, the last video, the first video in the letter from Craig Sawyer's attorney, basically being like, take down this video or stop saying this shit.
It takes connections, you jackass.
Courts and the courts of public opinion. What are you gonna do? So, and especially if you want to talk
Represent
about what it
myself
costs to
pro
get
se
a
against a
lawyer,
bunch of fucking
if you got a
killers.
lawyer on retainer, what gets you to
Yeah, I'll
send
do
a
that.
lawyer to send an angry letter? It's like $100. People contact me
I
all
ain't
the time.
paying.
They're like, I got this problem, I got this problem, I got this problem, yada
I
yada. And I go,
represent
well, I don't know
myself
if I would
pro
take
se
the
for
case. I'd
free.
certainly not take the case on might lose and it might be very expensive
I'll
by the
pay
time
with
you
my
get to that
blood.
point. The cost benefit analysis
pay with
doesn't
my
really make
teeth.
sense to proceed that way. And then they say, well, will you write the guy a
I'll
letter?
pay
Because
with
I think
my
if he
life.
receives a letter from a lawyer, he's going to think twice. At which point I say, well, how much money you got in your pocket? And then I go, what do you want me to say? Stop. Scene. This is Goldemeyer. Period. You might face civil. Please give this matter your utmost attention. Period. We reserve future remedies and civil charges. Uh, you know, there you go.
Hey,
You mail that letter
here's how
out,
Gerald
and you send an
Salente does
attorney
it.
that
He
basically says, every lawyer has one. I
have that.
wrote you a letter.
I'm part
In the
Italian.
future, if you need to continue with this matter or further, we will have to come back and sign another retainer agreement. You can't send harassing. I never sent anybody a harassing letter as a lawyer. I never misrepresent the law. But there's been plenty of times. What does it take? You get your lawyer from L.A., Las Vegas, Louisiana, or whatever to write a letter. A letter from a lawyer is basically correspondence. It's an angry letter to the editor. That's I get
What is
plenty of
jab,
angry
jab,
letters from
punch?
lawyers.
I mean,
get
what do you
approached
do?
by people shaking in their boots, going, "But I got a letter," and I read the letter and I say, "This letter says essentially nothing. This letter essentially says,
Right.
hi, I'm
He
an attorney."
essentially says nothing as a lawyer. Have some of that.
Don't you know I'm local, man? Oh, you didn't think an attorney would be involved? Hey, essay, what you gonna do? Now, uh, Alfonso D. Raphael III,
Get it twisted. You have no idea what's
she'll
coming
move
for
out when
you.
she's ready. The lease isn't up, homie. You know what I mean? That's all you. I read it. I'll read that letter. I'll be like, essentially, this person's telling you that they're a lawyer, and this lawyer, could they sue you? Sure. What are they going to sue you for? What do you do? You got a month-to-month lease, and they tried to kick you out 2 weeks beforehand. No, they can't put your shit out on the curb. And I tell them whatever. You know, Miss Moldemeyer.
He's talking about when I got evicted for 18 Church Street under nefarious conditions. Now, of course, they would have liked it for me to hire a lawyer, and Pope said it was all a joke and he never meant it. But you see, I don't play with a dirty system like that, especially when I came to Ferguson and got it from the start in 2007. They done told me I was never getting in and they didn't want me here. I proved my value through Article 15.9 Special Provision Clause. I had something to contribute to the community and had a successful thing to bring to help this town. But oh, once I talked about Mike Brown getting killed, it was all over. And then when they set fire to the town and my building was partially destroyed, I didn't want to pay almost $1,000 rent a month, considering everybody else was paying half of what I was paying. So I took a third off my rent and I got evicted. And that's how I lost the hair. Where I raised my children, where I service my friends. You want me to hire a lawyer? Fuck you. You know they've been setting me. But somebody's got my back. And it's not Joe. And it's not anybody in this town. Somebody's got my back. I'm getting really hot. I'll document it. I am so not scared. Because this is not life. This is the anti-life. You're worried about the Antichrist? People like this are the Antichrist. You want to cry about unrequited love. It's about unrequited life.
to a degree the cryptocurrency crack. All of these things go through a series of sociological, analyzable phases. Number one, there's the groundswell. The first people coming online, getting involved, right? Climbing on board. All of a sudden you start off with a group of 100 people on a Facebook page, and then all of a sudden the guy is like, oh wow, I started to administrate this Facebook page and now it's got 10,000 subscribers, and I just want to say it's getting complicated, but I want to keep on doing the great work that we're doing. Start to come to the surface. In 2012, David Wilcock. Kabbalah arrests, Drake Bailey, Project Adrenalin. These little, look at QAnon. All of a sudden there's Q, and there's a groundswell of Casey Beams, and then there's Liz Crokin, and there's Jerome Corsi, and all of a sudden, and then there's Jordan Sather, and all of a sudden you got leading lights. And what's the next phase? People start coming up and they want to ask questions about these leading lights. It used to be about the drops, man. It used to be about the information. And now it's constantly CBD oil, C60, and please support my Patreon. Support me on PayPal. They're trying to shut me down, yada, yada, yada. I don't know how long I can do this. And people start saying, yo, what's this about? And it's bullshit. That's the next phase.
They shut you down on YouTube, Chanter.
The infighting
It ain't
center.
gonna be long.
Pizzagate man, he's a Navy's ex-military working in Hollywood. He provided security details for Hillary Clinton. Right? Even me. You start pointing fingers. And then that's the next phase. Then there's infighting. It gets big. It's just like the Trump phenomenon. And when things start looking like they're going to go bad, that's when people are motivated to lay the groundwork for an explanation and an exit guy. But I just want to let you know, I was supporting QAnon. I was supporting Q. I was reporting on the drops. I was thinking like you were thinking. I'm a patriot. I believe in this stuff. And when things started to go south, and I realized that Trump, God bless him, was compromised, I was the first guy that came out and said, yo, even though my channel got 10,000 subscribers,
Where'd the noise go? Why are we shut down? Let's see. Now it is once I looked at it. Interesting. Where are we? You letting me kick back up? Better find out something's fishy in Denmark. Let's go back. Shut down in Nevertown with CW was an hour long.
And that's who they're going to come for. Possibly. It's all fucking speculation. But what's the bottom line? Who should you trust? No one. Don't trust anybody. Don't trust anybody.
You have to trust the people that are trustworthy.
Just let go of that shit.
Document the evidence, darling.
You know, major page associated with all your friends
Love
and family from the Facebook conspiracy theory universe. Anyway, moving on. So he made that statement, and think about how crazy that is. If you're Russia, you're not going to want to have a conventional war with the United States of America, but it wouldn't be worth your while to foment revolution inside the United States of America? And how would you do that? Roger Stone.
No.
Who's connected to Nixon?
Okay, now I
Get me
remember we
trips to the
talked
goddamn
about
bank. Look
this.
up Roger Stone. Get me Roger.
Let's go about here.
You're dangerous.
Dangerous things to talk about.
I'm dangerous.
Anyway, final conclusion. Trump and the
We're dangerous for two different reasons.
Okay, now his nose
Number
hadn't
one.
turned funny yet. Let me back
He
it up.
runs the network.
Oh, we're talking about.
Is Russian news
Alright.
organization. I was talking about the connections.
We're
but
going
here it
back to
goes.
here, my
Trump
dears.
reportedly not invited to Senator McCain's funeral. This is my Twitter. Right? Okay. So.
And it said be an hour
It turned out
20.
that, unlike his predecessor Barack Obama, the incumbent president is not on the guest list. Number one,
And we're
for all sorts
21
of
in.
reasons, people. But this story is being presented, and yada yada. Long story short, the story ends by citing several Twitter comments. Okay, featured Twitter comments from Billy Baldwin, certified.
Oh, certified.
Joy Reid,
You can count
certified.
on it.
Left, someone from the right, someone from the left.
Now he brings
rendering
up the
their
left and
opinion.
the right.
You've got this. Same thing. And even when I hit this uncertified, unverified account for this woman named Red Painter at Red Painter One.
Heads up. Now seriously, on YouTube right now with this music revolution that's happening, what they're going to do is start prompting you towards an official channel. You see how they're going to work that propaganda as it comes down? And of course, who I share with you is the spirit of Elvis, not the official channel of Graceland Elvis. You get what I'm saying? Sirius Radio. Oh yeah, they're involved. They're the ones profiting on all of Adam's intellectual property, and they don't know it yet. Now, these independents, they've all got the seal of approval from the maestro. He runs the network. Otherwise, I wouldn't be taking care of what it is. I have no idea who this man is. Come on, come back. I mean, deep down, number one, I know it's you. But I have to be honest and say to people that I can't name you, I can't draw you. I can't say we've talked on the phone. We have no alliance but through the heart and the telepathy. Guys, this morning.
He's got 60,000 plus subscribers.
Chanters who wanted to sacrifice me. He's a Satanist,
There might be
an
nothing
atheist,
there, but in this
and involved in
world,
the whole global
these other
scam.
connections, why are we drawing that connection?
He wanted to sacrifice the
What
orange
loyalty
pumpkin
do
with
we
no
have to Putin
face.
and Russia? By the way, people should be
That's me.
Americans and liking America for what it is, not because it should be hero worship with presidents and elected officials, but it's the fact that we've got a democratic republic where you can elect your own
We do not
officials.
have a democratic republic, you
Powerful
lying sack
people,
of lawyer shit.
supposedly. Yeah, people are talking shit
We are
about
not a
people in
democratic
America,
society.
and they're
We
giving
are an
the shits and love to
oligarchy.
Putin,
And
who's
you
the
know
president
it.
of what now? The duly elected president, democratically elected president of Russia for over 25 years. He's a de facto
And you talk about other countries.
There are no gun rights
How dare you?
in Russia. Yet people who are pro-gun rights and Second Amendment are busy over here talking all sorts of smack about the liberal left. We always thought that the communists were going to take over from the left.
Dude, you need to go live in an
They're
igloo.
not. Putin is not a communist. Putin is just the key member of the KGB at the time that USSR had to admit defeat to the great Satan, the United States of America. guys like Putin, I think, I don't know the guy personally, remember that sort of shit. Putin would love it if his name was recorded in the annals of history as one of the greats, like George Washington. He would love to be there when Russia,
George Washington was torn in the middle too. He's my
is in a very
kin.
different position. Do I think
Don't
they
act
want to
like
invade?
the United States was the United States in 1776 either, you liar.
They want to win? Do I think they oil products? You think
It was
you
always
think
controlled.
they're sweating that Venezuela, their satellite in North Korea and China, their satellites are having problems?
All that queen
China's not
bullshit.
necessarily
And it's
satellite.
not even the real queen over
But you know what
there.
I mean. You know the connections.
And a whole
that I
switch
make.
out in a royal family. What the
And
fuck
you
is
know
wrong
what
with
need to be
you?
aware of. And especially be aware of the fact that people are out here saying things like,
I ain't
if
scared.
their side wins or if they try to take out Trump, we're going to go crazy. That happens, but that's dangerous things to talk about.
You're dangerous.
Dangerous things to talk about.
I'm dangerous.
Anyway, final conclusion. Trump and the
We're dangerous for two
denuclearization
different reasons.
of Korea. Number one,
Damn well believe
What's
your throat
Donald
shock is
Trump
under
involved in?
attack. Way
Russia.
down. And he's
Check
gonna
this
start
out.
going like
Who is
this.
North Korea
And then he's
connected
gonna
to?
go like
North
this.
Korea is
And then he's gonna
supported
go
and
like
fully
that.
kept alive by
And that's how they
China.
spread. Getting worked up.
Being buddied up to by Donald Trump and Rex Tillerson, right? You got Rex Tillerson giving talk statements that have been made by China itself in recent times about its ability to want to get along with America on an equal playing field and not be abused by the American system. And then all of a sudden, at that point, when Trump is getting all this flack and all this heat,
And boy, they give
Trump
people
who
trouble
barely
when they
has
come
been
on
put
his
into
channel
power,
and give him
chosen
the
to be
thumbs
in
down.
power by the
Let's see what happens if I give a
Russians.
thumbs down.
All
You
of a
ready?
sudden,
Let's do an experiment.
China's satellite nation starts acting and behaving in a way that's a de
There's
facto,
number
can be
7,
taken
you
as a de
bitches.
facto win for the Trumps, right? For the Trump organization. Could be not the fact, but it could be the fact.
66 are watching.
Also, at the time that they're talking about denuclearization,
Sue's
many
Pratt
people on the
has said
ground are saying that
nothing.
they just had suffered a nuclear accident that crushed their testing possibilities anyway. They crushed their nuclear program was defeated and already.
Dude, you need to blow your nose.
So at
You
that
need to
point,
blow that
it's easy
fucking
to say,
schnoz.
okay, let's reunify. Also, the guy
You
wants to
sound
stay in
all
power.
right up,
Does
like
he
a
want to
soup
be taken out or
sandwich.
does he want to stay in power? So people talk about Donald Trump receiving the Nobel Prize. The only person that suggested that, that's got any sort of authority, is the president of South Korea. But let's
This
point
ear
out
hole
that
is
we're
getting
also
awful
taking the
low in Sue's world.
South Korean presidents being arrested
That's what
as a
sucks
sign
about
of the
piercing
deep
your
state
ears, don't
combiners
it?
being arrested. But guess
You
what?
get older
Those
and
former
your skin is
presidents
thin.
of Korea,
And look, I can
South
see through
Korea,
my fucking
were
ear.
all
That trips me out as bad as having a
conservative,
tick.
not Republicans,
Now
there were
this here
Republicans over there,
is
but they
pretty
were
cool.
right wing. They weren't left wing communist pinkos. The new guy is the guy that's just trying to make peace by any means necessary. And guess who's going to get the Nobel Peace Prize? You think it's going to be Donald Trump? And I'm not saying that Obama deserved a Nobel Peace Prize, but you better believe if anyone receives the Nobel Peace Prize, you know who it's going to be?
Who?
President Moon of South Korea.
Is that obvious?
You really think that's about some angry tweets that he said about Rocket Man? And here, by the way, we were talking about information.
Oh, I got your Rocket Man.
Full court press on the speculation front. Right before Trump was elected, a smooth operator showed up on the scene by the name of Scott Adams.
No.
A man by his
No.
own
here's what it is. Trump even won the election. He, or whoever, because he's still not answered to it, so I won't make any accusations like lawyers do, but someone put the Elvis story in there. Put the idea that there was old men, Elvi. Trump was saying, "Hi, Elvis. Hi, Elvis." And that's when I was pulled in to be the spiritual researcher on the Presley mystery. Because if you think Elvis is a button-up Vado in a matching suit with a bunch of Satan, and if you think Elvis was that big, fat, sweaty guy at the end, you couldn't remember the songs, you're fucking sick. All of you. If you're following his death cult, you are nothing worse than prostitutes. Even when someone leaves their body, they are not dead. They are creating a case of what's called hagiography against Elvis Presley. And of course, when a public figure has passed on, like let's say Margaret Thatcher, but oh no, they shit all over the Presley family. They prostitute pictures of Elvis's heir, which would be Mr. A.P. They sell Bibles and destroy Memphis, Tennessee, and do it all in Elvis' name. And Priscilla. I mean, what kind of fucking crack are y'all smoking out there? It's disgusting. And that's why I won't let it go. Because I want these fragments healed. And I want to be healed. And I want to know the truth. And I want to go home. And I want to be with my family that cares about me. Fucking yada yada.
Check out Colin A. Ross. No, I haven't yet. Look, a lot of people showed me a lot of information.
I got right out of bed and had to start. Sure, I'm a hairdresser. Fuck you, I don't even look like a hairdresser. Why? Because I'm not a freak? Right.
And I don't respond right away.
Because I don't wear plastic nails? Because I don't put on a mask of makeup?
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. I believe it came out.
And I can't be respected because I don't have fancy clothes.
New Yorker magazine.
Or put on a mask.
The current Attorney General.
And I'm surely not perfect.
Who was very close to Mueller and was obviously
where you're working for perfect people, obviously, CW.
Of investigation.
Them worms bugging you.
Donald Trump's private
Fuck me.
So the reason I want to get ahead
You
of the story was to talk
as a
about
hairdresser, like if somebody comes in the salon with lice,
anyway,
the first thing you do is start going off me.
Pizzagate, Pedogate, QAnon aficionados.
I gotta get off camera.
Attorney General, it's in the file being state being arrested. See, we told you, this is evidence of what? It's not. It's just as all these things are happening, as all these conspiracy things are going down, you can draw any conclusions you want to draw.
Hey, Suze.
The QAnon stuff is so vague.
Hey, Suze.
And you know, you can if you.
You know what always helps
looking
you?
At shapes in the clouds. If you want to think everything's David Einstein.
So, why don't we go ahead?
Here's what the Attorney General conspiracy theory is really about. Many
Open
women
up a new
come out,
tab.
it's an aspect basically of Me Too. Many women have come out who have personal relationships with the Attorney
And
now former
let's check
Attorney
in and see
General
what's
from the
going
state of
on.
New York saying that he was an abuser. that he would get involved if
Okay.
there was, that it was physical abuse,
Now,
strangling,
I'm gonna play
slapping,
music that I know I won't get a copyright strike on.
And so they came out and reported
How do I know
within
that?
24 hours.
Because it's not
he
Elvis,
had
it's music.
resigned. And he has resigned. So the question is this, and this is not to say
Dumbasses.
that people shouldn't come forward, but it is to know that I could probably know that many of those women who came forward maybe
Janet
and they're
Jackson,
going, do I come forward with this
my old
information
friend.
now when he's trying to wrap up
Hi,
Trump, who I
sweetheart.
hate even more? And they're probably
This is the guy that wanted to sacrifice the little orange pumpkin with no
who are
face.
saying, oh man, why now?
I'm getting ready to play
This
some
is just
music
gonna
that's
be
not Elvis.
for the Trump team. This is just going to be
And
a
I'm just
problem.
going on with my day.
Come in and take their place. And
It's really
and
cool.
You can't help
Let me
it,
show you real
people are
quick.
going to say what they say.
God, I love you. No matter how much my big mouth is, I'll always love you, girl. So, let me show you. I've been making jewelry.
What is your point? To discredit every single accusation of pedophilia?
These are so cool, man. And you just tie it at the length you want.
By saying it's all fake? No. If you will layer and do things that
I wanted to wave to Janet.
and you're welcome to
Okay.
participate in my show, I can give you an invite.
Let me unplug my camera so I can give you a better view. So you see, these are my ones that hang and tie. And then these were my grandma Opal's buttons, Janet. You know, my dad's grandma. So I made these bolero necklaces. And then that way, if you're wearing a high neck blouse, of course you would put your pretty detail there. But if you were wearing a low cut shirt like your buddy Sue's does, you kick it up a little above your cleavage. You know how this works. And then that hangs. Okay. Now in the meantime, I've been using kukui nuts. I have these rare nuts from when I did education for Paul Brown. I'm making all sorts of beautiful pieces with stones and crystals. And look at my grandma's beautiful buttons. 100-year-old abalone, and that's something. And that's on smoky quartz. And then, of course, these are my grandmother's buttons, too. And then these pieces all have attractive, things that can hang off the back, because sometimes our outfits as girls are boring from the back. I just love that dove and that weird button. Okay, we gotta get back to Jackass. And I'm gonna play some music.
Hillary Clinton had their way with her? No. I don't believe in the testimony of Kathy O'Brien, which doesn't mean that I don't believe in the testimony
Let's
of
plug back
everybody
in.
out there. You know what I mean? It's just the way that it is.
And let me get back to it.
It's just the way that it is.
Pace Magazine just uploaded a bunch. Wow. Action Pace Magazine.
If you think that Kathy O'Brien is very believable, first of all, Rose, honestly, we can have the conversation like this, or I can tell
Let
you.
me just get over to my music and it
You
just
would
take
like
a
to set
second.
up a live chat on my channel or your channel.
Oh, he wants to talk with Kathy O'Brien.
We can't.
Kathy O'Brien wouldn't talk to you.
You want to help him by discrediting those that are.
And then you're gonna hassle her?
No, I think I am helping.
Shame on you.
Because
Right,
some
you
of the
are
people that
you are
you may
messing with
think are
people.
bravely coming out are
This is
not
a great
coming out
one.
with true stories.
I'm not in the mood for it
I've
though.
never said anything bad about the gals that are coming out accusing Nexium. That the wilder and crazy stories are nuts.
This is called Elvis Groovy Movie Gems, Volume 1. And it says the Spirit of Elvis presents a selection of groovy movie gems.
Okay, so now we're gonna dispel some disinformation. Here's skilled
You better stop.
says only Kathy
Look both ways.
That is false information. Kathy O'Brien's information And she claims that. And she claims it in a way. It's the same thing with Simon Parks claiming that he was brought to a U.S. military installation in the United Kingdom on some sort of official investigative reporting when it's obvious he was on a sightseeing tour. It's just the way that it goes. It's just the way that it goes. And part of the reason
I'm
that I
so
have
tired
to
of all
do
this.
this thing is because we
I
live in
want
a
the
world where there's
truth,
so
the
much
whole truth,
disinformation
and
entered
nothing
into
but
the
the
public
truth.
record. Where
I
a
want the
single
people set
speculation.
free.
Think about it this way.
I want to lead a real
Even
human
Alex
life.
Jones went from underwater Hollow Earth zombie UFO reptilian archons to Trump, Trump, Trump. It's the truth. Where would you like to bring your channel to next, CW? I don't know. I'll go anywhere. Have fun, we'll travel. Sorry, you're incorrect, CW. No, you are incorrect, Kayla Mensa. You are incorrect. I know exactly what you're talking about. If you read carefully, first of all, you can look at the congressional record. There was no inquest into Kathy O'Brien's testimony. Then, if you want to talk about Kathy O'Brien's handler, it's not Bob Hope, it's her abusive husband who filled her mind with this nonsense, with a combination of post-life regression and hypnotic suggestion, suggesting to her, they sent a copy of Transformation of America into Congress. That's what they did. And they said that that was them doing what they had to do and entering into the congressional record. You want me to enter my private diaries and send them to Congress? Dream about roses
On all of this shit.
You know what I mean? It's just the way that it goes. You are incorrect. It's actually incorrect. And if you would like to come to me on that subject, it's very simple. It's the same thing with John Bryson. John Bryson was on my live hangout.
I've gotten red, my blood pressure is spiked.
It went back and forth.
I've been taking my Bach essence.
His internet went out or whatever.
Yeah, he's very
and I said to him,
upsetting me
I hope you come
today.
back. I hope you come back to come out and put this.
Information.
Experimentation program where people, mainly prisoners, but some soldiers as well, were given things like LSD without their consent, were given garden plot or
That's what
Operation
Chanter says. I don't know who Chanter is.
an assassination protocol.
Not usually there. Oswald's gonna link it to you at Facebook at Brandon Young.
Right?
Brandon Young is CW's lawyer pal that they went to college with. They're talking about Lou Reed and how he went through electric shock, and so did Tom.
The men who stare at goats. Did the U.S. military ever...
Now he's going to go into the remote viewing and he's going to shit all over
That
it.
means there's psychic warriors
And he still
all over the place.
hasn't given respect to Courtney Brown either, Brandon.
Where it doesn't matter what's right or what's wrong.
And I trust Courtney Brown with my life.
All that matters is what...
And you know what all Courtney Brown wanted to do when he left all those jackasses and went his own way is validate the existence of the human soul.
To wake up every once in a while and just say
that's what it was all about. And that's something. And of course, since the atheist has no soul, he won't acknowledge him, and he's talking about remote viewing stuff that goes 20 years back instead of what's going on now. Though CW would hang himself with Moggins. Well, he did. He absolutely did. My Dinner with Randy on YouTube. And I was doing commentary on it the other day, man, and I was being polite and not talking over him. And I would, you know, turn him off, and I'd... And I wanted to watch Lucifer anyhow. So I just shut down. So I did part 1. It's on my Facebook. But yeah, and see, Moggins, who knew who Chanter was all the time. Moggins is my buddy. I'm his secret weapon, and he replicated me. Isn't that great? So, that's how somebody like this got into cahoots with Mel and Blowhole. And then the next thing you know, they were covering up the Zen Gardner thing of being head of PR, second in command of PR and marketing as a Children of God cult. And back then, when Zen was around, in the cult, raising his kids, doing his thing, they say try on for size 1 out of 4. And of course, you know, all the hippie parents of the 60s wanted to go lead these lives where they were free. And they joined these cults and didn't know what they were about because they were too high tripping on acid that the government gave them. Ain't that fucked up?
Who was also working with other people, and then they start turning on each other, right? So now, where the heck do you get any of this stuff?
My buddy Candace from the Lou. How you doing, baby?
What do you believe is the root cause which leads people astray in precision making? It's probably bad data and bad...
You kiss that Callie for me. Know me.
Presumptions will probably be assumptions. That's part of the cause which causes people with premature decision making is trusting too much in assumptions and no risk. No one's gonna...
This is a bad guy, Candace. He wanted to sacrifice the little orange pumpkin, that's me. These people have been doing satanic spell casting and global debauchery, and I told you.
First of all, I would have real life consequences.
Biggest thing I care about is the kids. My grandkids. My kids. And there's such bad wicked things going on. No Lauren's majorly caught up in it. She's a madam. And poor Ian. And then you're gonna take away their pain meds. He's bipolar and an atheist and started a religion.
Could that one or be any louder out there?
And people want to know why our world is so messed up. These are what you call the Zanash, the Zatakim. There's many words. They have no respect for life on any level. He's a lawyer. He's a shill. And his group wanted to bury me so deep I'd never get up. And you know me, Candace.
And I'm more productive, I do more things.
I get up.
I make better videos, I make more coaching arguments.
And I get up. And I keep getting up.
That's what I do. When
I should wave though. Let me wave to Candace. Alright, Brandon, let's hear it.
It is what it is.
I don't feel like CO's husband is her handler. Oh, Kathy O'Brien, okay. Is her handler. He seems genuine to me, maybe I'm wrong. I think that they used this handler word and made it like one of those tag words. So say, I never thought my ex-husband, the turnip, Tim Pratt, Mr. Dopey,
There you go.
I didn't see him as a handler.
Love them till they come back.
I saw him like as a benevolent jailer that would kind of, keep me honest.
And we'll do
So, I think what handlers are people that you engage in codependent activities with. Kind of like, to not take your next and I love him.
figuring things out, trying to get
He's not my partner
okay.
because I'm too intense, and he's lighthearted for that.
And I'll be back with another video.
But like,
You know,
if we snap at each other,
the next day, 3 days,
these are both things that arise in us.
but hopefully it'll be soon.
Like he likes to tell me, oh my God, look what's going on. And I'm like, I told you about it a year ago and you didn't believe me. What do you want me to do? Go, oh, I'm surprised? Or, oh, tell me more? Or, oh, let's watch reruns. And that's what I feel like I'm doing in my life, is watching reruns.
Tell me where I'm wrong, tell me where I'm right.
Kind of like in hairdressing. I told people for 20 years about apple cider vinegar,
Email
all the things you could do with it.
Chanter at
And then they come to me and go, hey, do you not even know who I am? I like that word codependent. It really pissed me off because we're all okay, but thank you. Thank you for coming back. But anyhow, we all depend on each other because we're all one. But we're really all individuals too, and that's where it gets really screwy. So I can't say that I've ever even seen Kathy O'Brien's husband, and it wasn't like she was one of the people in the phenomena that I engaged with. Let's put it that way. But I know that she's a good woman, and I know people shouldn't be talking shit on her. And I know she went through some real things.
I'm not on Facebook.
And that's all I know.
I'm not on Facebook.
I have interest. I don't want to go backwards. I'm in a constant state of going like you that it's kind of weird, but I do the best I can, and
I have a video about Facebook.
oh, he's made a video about Facebook. Isn't that novel?
Especially when you scroll down, sometimes.
What'd you say? Okay.
What are they called? Thumbnails. So you get a little visual thing that can cue you into that different video. And I know that search my videos is wrong because all you see is the text and an endless stream of.
Look.
You know what I mean? Dude gets
He's trying to dance like I do.
For the most part, it's terrible. I get it.
Just wait till I get trained to
One of
dance.
the greatest things you can do is, just scroll down the videos.
Just wait till I go somewhere and learn something in another country.
That's fine. That's beautiful. I don't like to lie.
He's bipolar. He doesn't know when he's lying. He can't remember what he said.
It is what it is. God bless y'all. God bless y'all. Really, seriously.
And then he gives the blessing.
Interesting questions, interesting comments.
That's spell casting when you're an
And at
atheist.
that point,
That's that's kind of like the occult arts.
True. I
There's
will say
like
bipolar
practices, and that's not prejudice.
Facebook is harmless just like them Freemasons.
First do no
it's
harm.
true. It's true. It's very hard to say.
As you
Who
will.
knows the truth and the reality
Your
of
power.
the situation? Who knows about the compromise that's the ultimate compromise? Can you make a buck in this business?
Can,
I don't
and I will.
Just because military personnel
People fuck you up.
woke and aware of the fact that there's a problem.
Or
the armies justified in the disruption unjustified. It's all so can it be boiled down to a right and a wrong, a yes or a no when it comes to those things? These are eternal questions. And to just say that we should all be thinking of including throwing out alternative ideas and speculations, that's what I do here.
Oh my God.
Challenging the status quo, keeping the status quo.
There's no singing involved for me in this role, by the way.
So there you go. Rose new
I mean,
friend, I hope you do
that is not my skill.
to come on my channel and talk, or invite me over to your channel to talk. I think it'll be a wild, fun, wacky conversation. With some real communication. I respect your style. I've been a subscriber since I became aware of you.
I got style.
Great.
I got double style.
Shout outs. Jetpet 1000, shout out. Bipolarization, counterintelligence, everyone in there. There you go. God bless you. God bless the trolls.
We're gonna
God
put some
bless
goop
all
on
the
you,
people. God
CW.
bless the Pakistani nation.
Number one's got a secret invention called
God
goop.
bless us for all keeping each other on our toes. Let's all just be good to each other, not do any harm to each other.
We're gonna put them
Let's have
feathers
fun
on you.
in the game of
We're
life.
gonna tar and feather you.
That can take an obstacle and opposition and spin it to find a new way to look at things in a more positive way, to take things that are like this terrible disease
Hey,
or
look,
wound as an
Brandon,
opportunity.
see the big white thing on his mouth that just jumped off his tongue?
The metaphor you use to take
Oh
yourself
my
through
gosh,
that
I listened to his playlist and his conversation. See, he's in line with the team, and I knew you knew that, and that's why you sent him.
So far,
These artists that are speaking
have a wonderful,
their
wonderful
true
day.
experiences and giving us all that insight into behind the scenes. Oh no, Chanter's done. Well, isn't that a tragedy? Ugh. Alright, let's have a little fun. Now, what can I play real loud that I won't get in trouble for? It's Adams. Let me show you something funny, Brandon. Who the fuck is this? Wait a second. Right. John Davis Allen's channel. Am I on the right channel? He's not the guy that does karaoke, is he? I don't know if I'm in the right place. I'm so confused right now. Okay. Alright, here we go. Alright. Check this out. Now, I don't have a clue what this is. Okay? But, to me, I'm having a hard time believing that it's what I'm being told. And, you know, that's kind of what we're dealing with, so this is a great subject. Alright. Now, this one came up 4 days ago, and it's called Made You. And a guy, and it's from 1960. And it's from a movie called Beat Girl. Now listen to the voice that comes out of this guy. I'm very confused.
Looking such a pretty sign, like a stick of dynamite. Sitting on the coffee bar. Hey, you're a guess that I can dance, and I never get an extra. Made you.
Brandon, you know Adam Faith?
Come on. Well, I feel such a crazy thing. You're the biggest thing in our town. Come on, honey, it ain't fair. I never getting anywhere. How do I move you there? Well, if I guess that I can dance, and I never get an extra. Made you.
I mean, I don't know.
I think it's a coded message that I got made. But anyhow, this is the end of the live stream, fortunately. And all I can say is when you bitch about the world having problems, pick out that one person that's made your life a living hell and stand up for yourself. Because it's the bully on the playground from when you're a kid. And this bully got bullied so much that he went on to bully others and does it in the name of the law. So, with that, peace, love, and light from the third cosmic ray in Sue's world. I got a spladaddle, man. See ya.